Borromir and Faramir march out from Minas Tirith to recapture the fallen city of Osgiliath. It's currently infested by orcs, but they've got a host of the Warriors of Gondor ready to change that. Welcome to the first episode in our War in Gondor narrative campaign. In this series, we're going to be exploring the key battles in the Kingdom of Gondor. We're going to be starting here in Osgiliath, but some of the future episodes will include Faramir's charge into Osgiliath after it's recaptured by the orcs, and the siege of Minas Tirith, as well as many more as we can make. Let's meet the players and see the armies. My name's Jacob Lucas, the Conquest creator, and in today's battle report, I'll be playing the forces of Gondor who have come to reclaim the city of Osgiliath. In this game, we have 1,000 points each.
Hi, I'm Daly. I'm going to be defending Osgiliath today. I've got Army of Gothmog with a fair few of the named characters there. We've got Zagdush, who I reckon he's just going to get in and try and scrap him amongst the troops and just chomp him up turn by turn. Goroth, same deal really. He's got the hatred and the burly, so he should be crushing some heads pretty consistently. Gurit's probably a little bit more of a coward, we'll keep him back, and then the big Gothmog. Gothmog on Warg, got the Master of Battles, try and place him strategically. Bringing along with him, we've got 2 Mordor siege bows, the Morgul snipers, 2 Mordor trolls, and just a buttload of orcs, so we'll be trying to hold our side of the household of Osgiliath.
My army is led by Borromir and Faramir with a group of other heroes and 61 models in total. I've got Osgiliath veterans, Warriors of Gondor, and Rangers all filling out my battle lines. Daly and I have almost the exact same amount of models, meaning it's going to be really interesting to see how our armies clash together. He's got 2 big Mordor trolls, which I am terrified of. If they just chomp through a couple models per turn, that's going to start to add up really quickly. The scenery that we're playing on today is from the Kingdom of Tor Ithelas, which is our upcoming Kickstarter. All of this scenery has been designed by us here at Conquest Creations. The link in the description down below will take you to our Kickstarter page. The Kickstarter is going to be going live on the 30th of May, but if you're watching this before then jump on the pre-launch page so you'll be able to be notified exactly when it goes live. Every single building in the Kingdom of Tor Ithelas comes in a ruined version and an intact version. And the whole set comes with 2.5 times as much content as our previous kingdoms. Speaking of our previous kingdoms, while the Kickstarter is running, you'll be able to get them as add-ons at their original Kickstarter prices, which means there's a decent discount on them. The Kickstarter will run for 30 days, and 2 weeks after the conclusion of the Kickstarters, all of the STL files will be sent out, so you'll be able to start printing. If you like what we do here at Conquest Creations, you like these videos, and you want to see more of them, then please consider picking up some of our terrain. Your financial support means that we're going to be able to keep making videos just like this one. Alright, let's get into the game. The scenario that we're playing today is Domination, which means that there's 5 objectives scattered around the table. This represents the good force needing to take the objectives to reclaim the city. You also get points for wounding the enemy leader and breaking the enemy, and this game ends when one side is corded. And deployment started with the evil side because they were the defenders ready to hold the city, and Daly made sure to put some archers up in the tower so they could spend all game firing down at the Warriors of Gondor. Those big trolls on the flank are scary, so I responded with my Knight of the White Tower, who has a sword that can do 2 wounds. And there's more trolls and just a horde of orcs going down in the middle. I knew I had to meet their strength, so I lined up my leader with his leader and put Borromir with his massive banner in the middle, and then Madril over on the flank and Faramir with his warband on the other flank. These guys are going to be playing the objective. With that, the board is set and the pieces are in motion, and the great battle of our time is ready to begin. And here we are at the start of the game. Our 5 objectives start in the ruined barracks, the dead center of the board with a huge horde of models around it. There's one over here in the forge, and then one in the back tower, as well as the ruined tavern. All right, good luck, Daly. Let's get
it done.
Let's see how this goes.
Let's get smashing.
And first turn priority went to the forces of evil, and we're just getting stuck straight into each other. Daly's charging right into my battle line, and I'd expect nothing different from the horde of orcs. Now, in the story, Borromir and Faramir will win this battle, of course, because, well, they have to retake Osgiliath if it's going to be lost again. But it'll be interesting to see if this battle plays out like that, or if we'll be repelled. And that is the end of turn 1 movement, Daly. What are you feeling like?
Let's see how many of my own guys I can kill with some siege bows.
Yeah, if you want to start with that first siege bow in the back there, what's he doing?
He is actually going to take a shot up at this ranger that's bravely standing out in the open.
Nice. All right, let's see. Hits on a 5.
Yes!
Okay.
Direct hits.
It was a good start.
All right, scatter. So just not a 1 would be cool. And now that I've said that, a direct hit.
Nice. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, you've blown your load with these direct hits.
I should have gone for Borromir.
You should have.
What am I doing?
And that is your first casualty of the game. That ranger up in the tower. Well done, siege bow.
Nice.
The next siege bow fired down at my flanking force and also managed to kill even more models. That's a great start for these siege bows. They have a reputation for being absolutely terrible. The rest of Daly's shooting was these trackers in the tower. And Daly, what happened?
I don't even know if they've strung their bows yet, because they certainly didn't kill anything.
And in my shooting, these rangers, all who moved half, fired in there, and we killed a single orc. And these guys up in the tower fired down and took out this orc who's running backwards to protect the back objective. That's all the shooting. We've got a very big combat phase coming. In the combat phase, I'm starting out with a heroic strike on my Knight of the White Tower against that troll. Let's see if my fancy sword can do some damage. Anything from you, Daly?
No, I'm just going to leave Gothmog sort of close enough to everyone that you don't want to call heroic combats. Yeah, let's get into it.
The fight started up on this objective where my Warrior of Gondor killed an Orc tracker, and then over on this flank I was getting pushed back and I lost a Warrior of Gondor. The good thing is Kyrian managed to win his fight but didn't get any kills. And our next fight is this troll against a horde of guys. Let's see how this goes.
I'll get this thing straight away.
Alright. Troll's on a 6. I've got 4 dice in there, but it doesn't matter because you've won the fight. What are you going to do?
I am going to hurl, so he'll crash back through those other 3 gents and we might get some damage going.
Alright, let's see his hurl distance.
Oh, it's big.
It's a long way. With the hurl brutal power attack, that troll picks up my warrior and throws him backwards through the line. That manages to kill 1 more warrior as well as the guy who was hurled and knock 2 of his friends prone. Next, the big orc hero managed to get a kill, and then the battle continued to rage. Gothmog gives all of the orcs within 12 inches of him hatred men, which means they get +1s to wound. If I'm fighting against a Morannon orc, I need a 6 to wound them, and they only need a 4 to wound me, so they can put out a lot more damage than I can, but I'm winning these fights. Our next fight is a troll fighting the Knight of the White Tower. I'll start by rolling my strike. I'm fight 8, so I'm higher fight than you.
Yep. I will set you a bar.
Yep.
Of a 6, no doubt.
Of a 6? Okay. Okay, we have a banner reroll.
That's really cool.
I'll banner reroll with the Knight of the White Tower, because if he gets a 6, it stays as a 6, and a 5 isn't good enough regardless. Oh no! Okay.
Love that.
This is sad. What are you gonna do?
We're gonna rend Mr. White Tower.
Yep. So I'm strength 4. You win on 3s.
Yep. Let's just pull him in half.
And
2 wounds.
that is 2 wounds. I will fate point it. And I will use my last point of might just to stay alive.
That worked out pretty well.
And then after that, the battle just raged with models being pushed back and killed on both sides, and I'm putting together a pile of dead orcs. Here we are at the end of a wild combat phase. I lost 11 models that turn. Daly, how about yourself?
12 for me, which wasn't ideal.
Wow.
The middle just collapsed very hard there, so we'll have to try and sort something out.
Priority is going to my side. Do you have any heroics to call?
Yeah, I will call a heroic move with Gurits, just to make sure Borromir just doesn't go straight into Gothmog there.
Fair enough. I'm not going to counter. I think I'm kind of fine, to be honest.
Cool.
And Daly started with his movement where Gurits just charged into the warriors. Importantly, he left that captain open because he did something I wasn't expecting, and that was run Gothmog around into the captain. That is not a good sign for me. And then the troll went back into the Knight of the White Tower. One of them's got to die pretty quickly in there. And then on my movement, Kyrian's just charging in. Models are charging around the flanks, trying to get to Daly's back objectives, but those siege bows are looking down at them. And my rangers on the flank have charged in, trying to catch Daly by surprise and surround him. Finally, on this objective, I want to kill this last orc tracker. And Daly's move just saw him adjusting his lines and moving his banner to support Gothmog. And in my shooting, I started with these rangers going across at the trackers in the building. But as you can see, they are all still there. Those trackers all fired back and didn't manage any wounds. Daly's 2 siege bows fired down at this group of Osgiliath veterans, and they managed to kill one of them and knock 2 of them prone. Those siege bows are doing damage. That takes us into the combat phase where I've got priority. So Daly, do you want to call any heroics?
Yeah, I think I will call a heroic combat with Zagdush.
Okay, so that's Zagdush in there. Now, I would love to call a heroic strike with my Knight of the White Tower just across from him against a troll, but I had to use that point of might to pass my fate, so I won't be doing that. Instead, I'll come over here with Kyrian and call a heroic strike, because I'm only fight 4 and Goral's fight 5.
I'll counter that.
Cool. And is there anything else you have to call with a certain Gothmog?
I will be doing Time of the Orc, yes.
Okay, so Time of the Orc has come, means you reroll all failed wounds with Orcs this turn. So that could be a lot of combats. This is going to be interesting. So we started with Zagdush's combat. It was very uneventful for Zagdush. He just lost the fight, got pushed back, but he's not wounded. Our next fight is the strike off Kyrian fighting Goralth. My strike is, I'm fight 9. So I started at 4, plus 5 is pretty good.
I'll get nice 10.
This could be really bad for me. I've got a spear 5 high. And you're on a 6. I'm not going to spend my might because you've already got it. So you're strength 5, I'm defense 6.
And we're re-rolling all failed.
Rerolling all failed.
That's 2.
That is 2 men. And
Still 2.
another point of might will do it.
No, that's fine. You can do your fate.
Alright, that's it. And I'll spend a point of might on that. Next, on this objective, my Warrior of Gondor was slain, which is a big problem because I want to get those VPs. And the Rangers started to go down pretty quickly. The high fight keeps them up, but they die really quickly to the +1 wound and re-rolling. Madra luckily won his fight and got a couple kills, and then elsewhere the battle was raging. This troll won his fight and decided to barge into 2 other warriors to try to get more kills, but instantly lost the fight and got pushed back again. Borromir did well getting a kill, and then Guritz botched his roll and just got pushed back, not taking a wound. Next fight is Gothmog, just in there, fighting against my captain, a friend, and a spear. Captain will be the green dice. It's a 6.
Big bar. I think we can match it. We'll spend a point of might there. So we'll go first 2 strikes on the captain.
It is 5 to wound on the captain.
Yep. Re-rolling, so first 2, nothing. Re-rolling, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
I'll do the warrior.
He's dead.
And then we got 4 more on the captain.
Yeah, he's dead.
Re-rolling.
Kill him again.
He's
yeah,
real
he's
dead.
super dead. And that was a tactical blunder on my part. Losing a captain with 2 points of might feels bad. Hopefully I can pull that one back. Yep. Last fight of the turn. It's a troll fighting, looks like a few guys, and importantly the Knight of the White Tower. Knight of the White Tower is going to stab. 2-hand stab. I'll set the bar with him. Okay.
6.
That's a 6.
So I just need a 6 is all you're saying.
You just need a 6.
That can be
Oh no! Okay. And what do you want to do?
Let's barge. Let's do it.
Okay. This isn't good. It means that Faramir could be in quite a lot of trouble here because that troll could rip him to pieces in 1 turn. Let's see how it goes. Can a troll win 2 fights in a row? I'll set the bar for you. I'm only fight 5. It's a 4, but I do have the might to hit a 6 if I need to.
I'll rid you of the need. Well, you can spend some might.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 point of might to not lose that. I need 6s to wound. Nothing. Priority this turn went back to the good side. Daly, what have you done about that?
We're going to call a move with Zagdush. Because we've got a lot of guys on the floor, and I'd ideally like to keep them there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to countercall with Faramir in there, because I'd like to stand up and get moving. End of that turn, how many models on your side are dead so far? 21, so the garrison has taken a bit of a hit.
That's a lot. I've lost 15, but that does include a captain. Here's the roll. 1, 2, 3 goes evil. 4, 5, 6 goes good. Goes evil.
Our first one.
Daly also got a free one with Gothmog, so you're going to move Zagdush and Gothmog before my guys. Gothmog charged over to this flank and he charged into Faramir, but I will be able to pull him off, so Faramir's sort of safe for now. On the other flank, I just had to charge in, holding up that troll as long as possible, but it is still full health, which is scary. In the middle, I was able to tie up the banner bearer and then get Borromir and a heap of his friends onto Guritz. So I'm going to call a heroic combat there and hopefully get a ton of kills. And then the Knight of the White Tower went back to the troll. So over on this side, we've got the objective here. This tracker super annoyingly killed my guy last time, but these vines are designed to be a ladder. So this ranger is going to climb up the ladder and fight against your tracker and hopefully get that objective. The rest of those rangers just engage those orcs in combat. I've got such low defense, but my numbers and high fight should keep me alive. On the other flank, I'm just running towards the back objective. All of the archers fired and didn't manage to get any kills. We're into the siege bows. Daly, what's the plan this turn?
So the one up on the tower is going to shoot at Borromir.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Finally got Gothmog far enough away from him.
All right, 5 and then another. Oh, so you've hit, and now the scatter roll. Don't roll with 6. Can
I use the Isengard dice?
Oh, seriously, don't roll with 6. Okay, so it scatters onto one of my guys within 3 inches.
Yep.
And in that case, I'll scatter it onto my spear support in the back there, because he's just going to get flung back and not hit the combat.
Yep. So how far back? 5 inches.
5 inches. Do you kill him?
He's dead.
He's dead. Just take him out for me. Tried his hardest. The next siege bow unfortunately missed. Takes us into the combat phase where quite a few heroics have been called. I'm starting by calling one on Kyrian, a heroic strike. That puts him out of might.
Yep.
You going to counter that?
Goroth will counter that, may as well.
Great, so he's got
Finish the job.
1 left then. Boromir's called a heroic combat against Guritz. I reckon I've got him trapped in there. I can just kill him in one go and then kill more troops.
Should be able to. I think he's looking to lose at least one of his 2 heads this turn.
And do you want to do anything with that?
Yeah, I'll master a battle from Gothmog there.
Yeah, so Gothmog getting a free combat. In that case, Faramir's going to call a strike as well, because he doesn't want Gothmog heroic combating into him with an equal 5 value. We started with Borromir fighting Zagdush because I won the roll-off. I've just won the fight, let's roll a wound. Your d6, it's not phenomenal, actually. That's really bad. That'll be 2 because Boromir's strength 4. Fate point will keep you alive, and
you can't really mine anything with Boromir there, can you?
it would
3 points a mine.
3, and I'm not going to. It would have been clever if I'd fainted, but yeah, I didn't. So, let's see your fate. Please roll a 1. All right.
Passes.
Well, that was really underwhelming. Gothmog calling a combat against a warrior.
Here he goes.
There's a 6. I don't need to roll. You just roll the wound. Yeah, I am dead. Where are you going to go? Are you going to risk going into Faramir?
Does he have any might left?
Faramir, I believe he has 1 left.
Look, let's just go into Faramir. Why not?
Yep.
Let's just trust you to roll like you normally do.
Yeah, look, it is Faramir. So let's do that one next. So Faramir's going to roll a strike. He is fight 7, so he's higher. Set me a bar. It's not good.
It's really bad.
You do have 2 orc warriors with you as well, though.
Yep. Let's get them into the mix. There we go.
Okay, so I've got a point of might. I need a 5. Or a 6 will do it. Cool.
Sometimes.
So I've won that. I'm going to strike Gothmog's Warg. Gothmog's Warg is dead.
Wow, you're not going for the leader VP?
No, leader VPs. I'll kill the orc. Orc's alive. And the rest of the battle raged, and overall things actually went pretty well for me. I lost some of the big moments, but in these smaller moments they were okay. I did still take some casualties, but I managed to kill more orcs than Warriors of Gondor died. So ultimately, I'm pretty happy with that because we have the same numbers, so if I'm killing him faster, I'll eventually grind him down. And the next fight is Kyrian fighting Goroth. Let's roll our strikes. I am fight 6. You are fight 8. Kyrian on the blue.
Ooh, that's brave.
It's a 5. You're on 4s. Do you have any might?
I've got 1, and you've got none?
I've got none. So
I guess I use it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because we only need 4s.
Oh,
6 will get him.
There's a wound, and I have already used my fate, I believe.
I believe you have,
Yeah. So that is very unfortunate. He's dead.
That's very lucky for me.
I had a ranger on the objective die, unfortunately. The final fight of the turn saw the Knight of the White Tower win his fight against the troll and managed to do 2 wounds to it. It's still standing though. And that goes into priority, where it once again went to the good side. Daly, what are you doing?
Look, Guritz is absolute inch away from death, so he will call a heroic move.
Yeah, that's fair. I've still got a ton of might on Borromir, so I'm going to call one with him as well. And I do believe Gothmog is outside 6. So do you want to call one there as well?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, he's actually deliberately outside of 6 this time, just so that you can't vault over those barrels and just stab him in the head.
I wasn't insulting. It's okay. All right.
Your roll off.
I'll do it right here, dead center of the table.
Yeah, let me guess. Oh, hey!
That's not supposed to happen.
Come on.
Okay, well, that's your move.
Okay, let's go.
And Gurrit started by charging those warriors next to Borromir, but importantly avoiding combat with Borromir, which is fair enough. These orcs just moved out of the way next so that the big troll could have space to charge into Borromir. That troll's only on 1 wound, but it'll be interesting to see how Borromir goes against it. It's going to be a clash of giants. The rest of the orcs just finished by charging into as many of my warriors as possible. So this range is going to come to the vines and climb the ladder over into this space here and charge those 2. If he loses, he will get pushed off the edge and basically guaranteed die. I need that objective.
Yeah, he might be cushioned by the corpse of his comrade who just did the same thing, but...
That is actually true.
We'll see.
This Osgiliath veteran with bow is going to run into this tower. And he's going to stand at the top of the ladder so that next turn he can start climbing up and getting towards that objective that currently has a siege bow sitting on it. Here we are at the end of the move phase, and as you can see, the lines have clashed. When they first started, they were full of warriors, and there's cracks forming on both sides. That takes us into the shooting phase, where my rangers managed to get a kill on some of the orc trackers who had climbed down the tower, and then one of the siege bows went in and killed one of my models attacking the objective. And in this combat phase, there wasn't a single heroic called. I've decided that my Fight 7 Borromir will go up against that Fight 7 Troll. Our first fight is Faramir against Gothmog. I'll set the bar for you. Oh, that is good.
Where's that?
Oh, that is also good. I've got priority.
12 against 14.
You know that all of these rolls go my way. And there's another one. And unfortunately, no wounds. And these fights went okay for me. Boromir's 6-inch banner that gives me +1 fight on my warriors is super helpful for winning fights. And the next fight, Borromir fighting a troll. Do you want to set the bar for me?
Are you going to shield?
Oh no, I'm killing this troll. I am 100% killing this troll.
You can totally shield.
No.
Alright, so what do I need? Just a 6? That's fine.
Okay. Well, now it's 50-50. I do like winning these.
We know how these go. Get it over with.
Should I just won't even roll, I'll just roll the wound?
May as well.
Oh, okay, it does go to Borromir. I've got 4 points of might, I need a 6. There we go.
That's sad.
Yeah. First troll down. The rest of the fight phase was action-packed. Goroth lost his fight this time. He didn't take a wound, but it means he didn't kill anyone. The troll barged a warrior of Gondor away to charge into 2 more, and he then killed both of them. The rangers did pretty well, managing to stay alive and even getting a kill. At the end of that turn, the good side started with 61 models, has lost 28 models. That includes a captain and Curian. Daly, how many models did you start with?
I started with 60 on the dot, and I've lost 29.
All right, so almost the exact same. I need to kill, that means 2 more to break you. You need to kill 3 more to break me. And next turn's priority once again went to the good side. Daly, what are you going to do about that?
I was going to jump out the window, but before that, Gurrit will use his last point of might.
Yep, brilliant. I'll counter with Borromir, so he's down to 3.
Yeah, and that should be a Master of Battle for Gothmog.
Yeah, you're within 6 there, so that is a Master of Battle.
Cool.
I've got priority, so I'll do the roll-off. This has to be on camera, because I've won every single one of them. Ooh. Goes evil. Gurrit started by moving away from Borromir as far as possible, and the trolls getting involved, and then the rest of the orcs just run into combat, tying everyone up where they can, including Gothmog going into the Knight of the White Tower. Elsewhere on the battlefield, I just tied up as many of the orcs as possible. I just need to break him this turn. So, this one Osgiliath veteran with bow is going to climb up the ladder, and that means he is within 3 of that objective, so he'll contest it if he just hangs out there. So he's going to sit there. And then this Osgiliath veteran is just going to run up, and he'll probably have the space just to get to the top of the ladder here.
Cool.
The siege bows fired at Borromir, but they scatter onto one of my own guys nearby and managed to get a kill. And my shooting phase was yet again uneventful, firing at that orc tracker in the tower over there. Goes into the combat phase. I'm not calling any heroics. Daily, are you going to call any heroics?
Yeah, we're a bit scared of the big shiny sword, so Gothmog's going to use a point of might to strike over there and hopefully just get rid of that guy.
Not get killed by the Knight of the White Tower. That's fair enough.
It's the dream.
And the first half of these fights went pretty well for me. I got some kills, I won against Zagdush, got some more orc kills, but then in the second half, things took a turn for the worse. Obviously, Borromir performed well, Guritz lost another fight, which was a bit embarrassing, but then it was the troll's turn, and he just killed 2 warriors straight up, which means I'm now broken. Goroth was inspired by that, and decided he would kill another one. So, the forces of Gondor are well and truly broken, but then Madril and the Rangers got a kill, breaking Daily. Last fight of the turn, Gothmog fighting the Knight of the White Tower and a banner. I will be using my White Sword of Gondor.
Yep.
We'll both fight 5.
I'll be striking.
You will fight 8.
Nice.
Alright, I'll set the bar for you.
It's not good.
It's a 3 down to a 2.
Take your banner now.
You know, just in case you have the most horrendous rolling, I'll leave that 3 there.
I was going to say,
oh,
okay.
That's incredible.
That's fine. You might see I've busted out.
Oh, the Rivendell dice. You're on a 5. Do you might point that?
Yeah, we'll probably have to.
Alright. You can kill the Knight of the White Tower. Oh, you kill them both on 4s, actually.
Yeah, so I'll roll them all together. And we'll get the Knight of the White Tower out of the game, please.
Yep. He's done well. End of the turn, we are both broken. It's roll priority.
I get a priority!
You don't even need to roll. That's beautiful. Okay, we're both broken. I'll call a heroic with Borromir. You can copy for free with Gothmog there.
I will master battle that.
Yeah, that hurts. You've got the roll off.
Yep.
If you roll it and it goes to me, that's all on you.
I'll roll though.
Here we go. Use the Angmar dice.
Should be not great.
Alright, so I'm going to go first with Borromir and everyone within 6 of him, but there's going to be plenty of courage tests here. Borromir started by just charging into Guritz. He wants revenge, he wants to kill him this turn, and the rest of the guys just charged into as many orcs as possible. Gothmog moved first, and then Zagdush charged into Faramir, hoping to finish the job. Daly wrapped up his move, and you did pretty well with courage there. You managed to get 2 standfasts off. Do a courage check now. I'm going to do one with Damrod, and this really matters because he's holding the objective. He is courage 4 base.
Okay.
So +1 for the army bonus. Takes him to courage 5. That.
So just his will.
Yep, so he uses the will point and he stays around and he gets the 2 other rangers in the tower with him. And into my move phase, I lost 2 models to courage there, but importantly, I've got this objective here. Looks like Daly probably has the one in the center, but I've got this one wide here, that one in the forge, and then that one back there. Daly's got more models, but I've got 2 Osgiliath veterans in there. One of them is charged up the ladder to try to kill some orcs and hopefully claim that. And in my shooting phase, Damrod and his mates fired at this tracker and took him out of the balcony. In Daly's shooting phase, both siege bows missed. And that goes into the combat phase where Borromir is going to call a heroic combat. Anything from you, Daly?
I'll master battle it.
Yeah, so Gothmog there within 6 inches. And I just want to kill your hero, pretty much.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That went to Gothmog's combat first. I've got 2 regulars and a banner. It's a 6.
Yep, same.
Goes to you.
Sure does.
Now, usually you need 5s, but you've got Hatred Men, so you need 4s.
Nice.
Bannerman's not feeling so hot.
Yeah, well, I would suspect that's for a reason. Guritz and friend.
Guritz and a friend.
Get
It's a 6. Let's see Borromir.
I'm like, damn it!
Got the 6. I need a 5 here. Got him. So that is Guritz dead.
It's a very dead Guritz.
But I will charge and wrap. Exposing myself to the troll, but I'm kind of okay with that. And the next fight was the troll, who chose just to kill that model because his barge was going to be risky to try to get into Borromir. And then Gothmog killed my bannerman. I do still have a 6-inch banner on Borromir, but it's always nice to have more. Faramir took a wound and failed both his fate. Goroth got a kill, and then in the rest of the fights, things were generally just being pushed around and neither side took too many casualties. The game does end when someone's quartered, so it's important to count those kills. Boromir finished the turn by killing 2 more models, which is huge. And here we are at the end of the turn. I've lost 41 models out of my 61, so I need to lose another 4 and I am quartered. How many have you lost?
I've lost 39, so we're certainly well on the way. Yeah, it's definitely been a bloody grind in the middle there, so we'll see what happens this turn.
Yeah.
Could be it.
Priority went evil. I'm going to call heroic move with Boromir. You are outside 6 inches with Gothmog. Are you going to call as well?
Yeah, I need to stand fast.
Yeah, that's fair. In that case, it's a roll off. Goes good. Classic. I used this move just to charge into these orcs and tie them up where possible. I just didn't want them getting stand-fasted and then trapping a ton of my models, leading to unnecessary casualties, and I can tie up Gothmog to stop his heroic move. Daly, what just happened?
So my one stand-fast that isn't a siege bow has just seen the way the winds are blowing, and it looks like it's carrying a Minas Tirith banner, so he's out of here.
Think of it this way though, we know that he then fights at Minas Tirith, so he's just gone home so that he can rest, recuperate, and come back and get us.
Yeah, he's just going to blunten his mace a bit more.
The orcs are not good at courage. With only courage 2, Daly unfortunately saw several of his warriors running away, including some of the siege engine crew. And at the end of the move phase, after some courage checks, Daly, are you quartered?
46 down, 61 models, so yes, we are quartered.
Alright, so this is the last turn. In that case, I'll call heroic combat with Boromir. Do you want to call one for free with Gothmog?
Yeah, we may as well.
Alright, do the roll-off, see who goes first.
Me.
Alright, it's Gothmog fighting Faramir and a friend. Ooh, I've got 2 friends. Faramir's blue. Okay, we are equal. You've got the roll-off. Oh. I do absolutely nothing to you. But closer to Boromir, because he goes next.
Yep, and that's fine, I won't be trapped.
Yeah. You're a banner bearer, so I'll set the bar for you. More than your banner can achieve. And your banner is dead.
Cool.
And then let's continue this whole leader on leader thing. And Boromir fighting Gothmog. You want to set the bar?
Yep. It's a poor one.
Do you have any might?
No, I think I just used it on that move.
Nice. Alright,
So-
I've got 1 left. That's a wound.
1 wound.
1 fate point to save a VP. Negatory. And the rest of the fights raged next, and they just wrapped up with Zagdush getting a kill, some of my guys killing another orc or 2, and the troll getting another kill. And here we are at the end of the game. Both sides are actually quartered, which is pretty impressive. But on the scoreboard, Gondor will score 2 points for this objective, 2 points for this objective on the side, 2 points for the one in the forge, and Evil will score, looks like you outnumber me there, so that'll be 1 point for you, and you outnumber me there, which is 1 point for you. Your leader's wounded, we're both broken, so that ends up at, whatever it is, 8 to something? 8 to 2? 8 to 3?
8 to 3.
8 to 3. All right, good game. I'm glad that played out thematically. The good guys won. It was costly, but we won. That game was awesome, and I'm so excited that I finally got to show off this scenery in a battle report. You're going to see a lot more in our War in Gondor campaign over the next few weeks. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the Kingdom of Tor Ithalas Kickstarter.